Okay, Jada. This is your first attempt at the 7 foot jump, or your first jump at 7 foot at the Wilson meet. Um, the video was a lot shorter, so I didn't get much of your approach, but I did get just enough to notice. I spoke to you yesterday about your stride length on the 100 and how kind of ridiculously low your knees were. That doesn't really seem to be a problem here. You actually have some pretty good stride length, and despite dragging your pole, um, you're not even really dragging it. You're just holding your arms up for forever. Despite that, you actually have a fair amount of speed, which is good. Um, keep that up. You have a decent jump here. One thing I noticed though right away here, yeah, green's fine. Um, your arm is already bent, so I think we might actually be able to get you to hold a little higher on the pole, which automatically will give you a little bit of boost in your vault because you're holding at a higher point and forcing it to jump higher. So that looks pretty good, and that's something we'll try to work on. This needs to stop doing that. Sorry, the program's still new to me, or the app, I guess technically. The other thing I really wanted to point out, first off, I don't know if you can see your face real well in this picture, but you're pretty much just staring straight forward, which is okay because that puts you over the bar. That's why, oddly enough, that's where your feet go. Right? I always say your eyes are where you look is where your feet are going to go, and that seems to be what happened here. But your feet are actually raising high enough. Your hips are like you smack the bar. This is your best jump, by the way, out of the whole meet. You smack the bar with your butt here at the very end, but if you look at that, you only have like 2 inches before you would have gone over it, which really brings to the point the importance of this next thing that you and I, actually Cynthia and Kalani need to work on this too, and that's turning, because your shoulders, I mean your hand holding your shoulders are going to be where they are. That's based entirely on your jump ability and whether or not you're bending the pole. But this green line, let's assume this green line is about where your shoulders are. Um, Actually, we'll do it at your hand hold. If you rotate your shoulders around, or rotate your shoulders will rise up slightly, so that they'd be right. Let's get a circle going. Or actually, square. They'd be up here instead of down here where they currently are. And the other thing about that is your hips, instead of sinking below your shoulders like they are, they'd still kind of be pointed out, but they'd be pointed out up here, which between the rising of your shoulders and the rising of your hips, that'll give you a good at least 6 inches. So I think that's what we got to work on for next week, is getting you into that turn. All right.